Right. All right, we got everybody.
Welcome in, guys.
Hey, how are you, man?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. Wish I could be there.
Oh, dude, that is awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, that is
What's your
amazing.
ideas for shows or whatever you got to do?
Hell yeah, that is smoking.
We
Did
don't
you
have
see
anything
that?
that cool, but we've got some other stuff here you can have at.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was really
That is
pleased with
really
those.
neat.
Let's just start this off right.
Sometimes he screws up
Sign
and gets a
those
really
bad
good
boys.
idea. You know what I mean? Awesome. That's what Tim does. Sometimes he screws up and gets a good idea. I'm just about ahead with your shit already.
That's how it usually works.
It's the first one, so
All right, so let's just kick this off. What elements do you guys believe makes a good song?
you know the way I feel about music in general. I was very fortunate growing up the way I did, and I like all types of music as long as it's real. Like we could go to my car right now. Driving in, I was listening to 650 AM, which is the Grand Ole Opry Network, and I was enjoying the hell out of that. What makes a good song, and it's the oldest thing about it's three chords and the truth. You know, that's the oldest saying, three chords and the truth, because and what Tattered Sons does, Derek will back me up with this. We make music that we like, that we want to hear, because you got to please us first, right?
Yep.
And then y'all, we're all kindred spirits.
Absolutely.
What do you think that too? I mean,
Well, I think it's about, to me, just to Tim's point, because I agree wholeheartedly. I think it's about you got to be able to sell it, right?
Absolutely.
And if you don't like it yourself,
There it is.
then it's all
Yeah.
fake and it's no.
They're going to
good for
see
me.
right through it.
Yeah, and I think that's the problem. I mean, everything just kind of sounds the same.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
do.
And what we like to say is our stuff is the most familiar sounding stuff you haven't heard yet.
boom, boom.
Love it.
You know, so
That's awesome.
with that being said, we hope everybody digs it, but I mean, we're not for everybody, and we understand that. We hope everybody does. But
I think that if we really get right down to it, because being here in Nashville for 8 years, everything is here. We could go find Dutch black metal if we wanted to. That type of thing, and it's a really good. I hate to use melting pot, but it is. It's a melting pot of all these different styles and all these different personalities. I mean, because look, we could take a tennis ball and we could throw it here, and it's going to bounce off of a killer guitar player, a killer bass player, a killer drummer, blah 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 down the line. But and Nashville has a lot of that, has a plethora of that. What they don't have is cohesive bands. We got a bunch of guys that get together to go play some songs, but no bands. But there's a few. Blackwood's killer, Jane and the Killer Queens are killer. There are some, and Nashville rocks. It really does, and I'm so happy to be here. So happy to be here.
How do you think Nashville has changed towards metal and hard rock in the last few years?
Wow.
well, I can tell you, Joe and I were down here in the late '90s playing, and of course, what we were doing was more of a country southern rock thing. We had a female singer. So that was a neat take on southern rock, having a chick singer. But I can tell you, I couldn't find a rock band anywhere in the late '90s. I mean, we would go out when we weren't playing. We would go out and hang out in town, and we couldn't find a rock band. There wasn't a rock band anywhere. Do you? I mean, I know I was drunk, but I mean, I may be remembering it wrong. But I can remember.
But we did solve all the world's problems.
We did do that.
That was Fargo. You were walking around. It wasn't. That wasn't Nashville. It was Fargo.
Well, never mind what I said. But forget that.
Honestly, in the last 8 years that I've been here, because I didn't come here as a musician. I came here as a video director.
Okay.
And in the last 8 years, I'm going to throw it right at him because everybody does. Tyson Leslie has really helped cement the rock music scene, because there was always a few elements of rock, because I played country as well. There was always a few elements of rock, but then when Tyson gave us that Rare Hair series, and then it spawned into the Ivans Boys doing the Grunge Night series, and then it spawned into Nash Jam. All of these rock shows are popping up, and they're all so popular. Yeah. So it just feeds. The universe likes momentum.
Right.
And it just feeds that. And then you've got all these cool original bands. That's the thing. You can, like I said, you can find the greatest guitar player to play the right notes in the right order and all that stuff. But are you saying anything? Like our guitar player JW, he couldn't make it today. When he solos, he's talking. He's actually singing back to me, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Love it. So, I've always kind of thought of Nashville as it is the Sunset Strip of, it's like they all transplanted.
It's the new LA. It is. There's no doubt. It's the new LA.
I'm just trying to figure out how that all came about. I mean, Vince Neil lives here. We've got Hailstorm, and
Kip Winger lives here. The Nelson Boys, Slaughter,
Tom Kiefer,
amazing.
Tattered Son.
Mick Mars.
Mick Mars
lives here too. I mean, just pretty much everybody. But to Tim's point on that, and I'll tell you, and Ron Keel and I were talking about it just a few minutes ago. What is super cool with like what Tyson has done and the Ivans brothers, and Jim and everybody with all this is it's bringing it all together, and it's becoming a community.
A community
again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's been missing, man, because I we went down, Mason and I went down last night to 3rd and Lindsay and watched the Rare Hair show. And it was a blast.
Yeah.
And it was great watching everybody just hang out. It's a lot of fun with the music. I'm not taking away from that, but you expect that, right? But it was just fun watching everybody hang out, being able to just stand and talk with folks and see familiar faces. Yeah. And that's been missing from what I've seen now. Yeah. I may be wrong, but it's just good because back in the day we had that.
I'll tell you, we did, and I come from an area in Southern Illinois, very near St. Louis. That town, I'm sorry, I'm gonna call them out. The musicians in that town will stick each other as soon as they can. Here, like Derek said, it's a community. During the lockdown, during the COVID lockdown, Nashville was kind of lax. And we all had, like he said, we had that same little family that went everywhere, and we all knew, and it just drove like that. And we've got a killer rock scene. I love it.
Absolutely.
I just wish the places would pay the bands.
I wish we had more time to explore some of the music that's actually here.
Right.
But this is our first time being in Nashville.
Welcome to Nashville. It's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, really enjoying it. What do you guys got? You guys have been quiet.
Are you asking
Cool,
me?
because you're killing it.
I do have a question about the inspiration behind the song "That Shine."
What about it? I'm sorry. What was
The
it
inspiration behind that?
That Shine basically was an inspiration on, man. Look, we're all getting beat down with the hate and the nonsense, and I'm not talking just politics, man. I'm talking across the damn board. And the thing is just wake up every day, man, and just be the best that you can be, and try, hell, make an impact in your life and in somebody else's. And that's what that shine is. It's about positivity. Do what you do, but do it because you want to do it. Don't be led by the nose. That's what we're about. We all remember when the PMRC was trying hard to cancel everything. And that's why, I'm a firm believer, fuck censorship. You know what I don't know if I should say that or not, but fuck censorship, right? In any form. I don't care who you are. I may not like what you say, but I'm going to defend your right to say it. You know what I mean? And it's just too negative out there, man. And we just want everybody, come to our show, have a good time. Go to a show and have a good time. Hell, it don't have to be hours.
Right.
But that's what that shine is, man. It's just about being positive. It's about taking the shine that we all have within ourselves and promoting that. And if we all do that, then I think the world's going to be a better place.
Absolutely. You can't. I mean, if everybody would stop, if everybody would stop the manufactured hate, because it's manufactured.
No, it is.
You can go to a, and I hate to be like this, but for this, because it goes back to that shine. You can go to any preschool right now, and the kids are playing together. Hate is learned.
Yep.
You know, you gotta reach deep down and pull the shine and give it to everybody you can, because as soon as you do that, it's contagious. You know, and I'll blow our horn. We won Rock Song of the Year for that at the Josie Awards.
Yep.
And at the Grand Ole Opry when that happened, everybody that talked to me about that song said it's so uplifting. It's so uplifting. So that's what we're about.
Way to go, guys.
We want to have fun. We want to have fun. We could write a bunch of songs about being pissed off and, you know, go wank off in the corner or whatever. It's been done to death. Let's have fun. You know, that's what I graduated high school in 1986. We had fun.
Absolutely. How do you feel when you're playing?
It's fun. That's what we're fucking doing. It's fun, except when Joe Morgan's there. When Joe Morgan's there, he takes the fun out of all.
Don't let him fool you. When I'm there, it's a lot more fun.
It's a lot. Okay, it is. It is. It is. It's a tenth more fun. It's a tenth more fun.
No, but really, man, that's what we want, man. We just want people to come out and have a good time. If you come to a Tattered Sun show, our goal is that whether it be, you know, for a couple hours, you forget your mortgage, you forget your job, you forget what's going on at home, you forget all that, and we just have a good time. And because I promise you, we've got the same problems. You know what I mean? So we just want everybody to come out and hang out and have a good time with us for a couple hours and forget all the bullshit that's going on. And because it'll be there when the show's over. You know what I mean?
Let me interrupt. This is our drummer, Mr. Mark Allen.
Hey, drummer! Always late, drummer.
We are so no. He's setting up video. This guy is the best video guy in town.
I'm doing the podcast production for Great Gas.
Oh, okay, awesome. That is a nice setup over there.
Thank you.
But
That's all my stuff.
this is the guy that is responsible for the videos right here.
Working videos.
This man right here understands our madness and makes it awesome.
Oh wait.
Yeah, we're
Oh yeah.
here for Bleach Bangs.
Oh nice.
What
Nice
is
to
the
see you.
pizza?
Hi.
What's up, man?
There's more out there. There's more. But wait, there's more. Oh man, yeah, great setup over there. You're killing it. Killing it.
He's so good.
I'm doing everything I can do.
He's so good.
These guys. This is the best band I've ever been.
Look at that.
Really excited.
Look at that vibe
Three
you're putting
bands.
out there.
Three bands.
He's been in 3 bands and we're the best.
2 of them in middle school.
And 2 of them were in middle school, so you know what I mean?
Are you live now?
Yeah.
We're all live.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about to mention that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So we were just talking about Nashville and how the scene has really grown.
Yeah, so Nashville scene is unlike any scene that exists in this whole country. And
That's
I
right.
can safely say that is an absolute fact. When you're thinking about Nashville, you're thinking about a hub of all the big industry people are here. Think of this place as a musician's distribution center.
Boom.
We incubate, we gestate, and then we go out there and pollinate. Okay? Now, I say that because I've said that many times. So it's not like I came up with that right now. So I'm not that clever. But I can say without a shadow of doubt, there's really no place like it as far as the entertainment and music industry. There are the big cities, but those are slowly making their way here. So you have just an insane amount of creativity, an insane amount of musicians and people that do what you do, but everyone's unique, so there's a place for everyone. And not to mention the venues and all the different places to eat that are really just making this place explode even more so. Since 11 years I've moved here, since 2014, it's not stopped, it's not going to stop, and it's just going to keep getting crazier. It's nuts. And you got to come check it out if you haven't ever been here. But here's the thing: we need to come to you too.
That's
we need
right.
to get the hell out of here and come to you.
That's right.
This is getting old.
Bring Tattered Sons to your town.
Yes.
And we'll even bring Joe Morgan.
Right.
Oklahoma City
Well, let's
and
go.
Topeka, Kansas.
I'm there. I've played in Topeka before.
Oh, yeah?
Listen, man, I promise we'll keep Joe on a short leash.
But Mark, I did. I threw.
He's had all his shots.
I was bullied.
Right?
I have that on my show.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So where can we see you guys? Do you have any upcoming shows?
The next show we have is at the June Bug Boogie.
no,
No.
the Nick.
Oh, the
in
Nick is before
Birmingham,
that. That's
yeah.
right. That's right. I forgot because that just came up in Alabama. We're playing
May 31st.
the 31st in Alabama at the Nick with several other original bands.
Okay.
And then we have the June Bug Boogie, which we play several large biker rallies. We haven't done the June Bug yet, and I'm really excited
I'm looking
because
forward to that.
it looks like a little bit of a debaucherous time, and that's right up my alley. So it's
That's why the short leash.
It says everything you need to know.
Yeah, June Bug Boogie.
Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time. And
Thank you guys.
thanks for bringing the rock and
Thanks, guys.
bringing positive.
Thank you guys for stopping by.
Thank you so much.
I didn't put a little shine in the light.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Great to meet you. Great to meet
I'm gonna
you.
try to get my video going.
Thank you.
Great to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Still one of these.
Absolutely.